Welcome to Charlotte, North Carolina, Bank of America Stadium, home to the Carolina Panthers. A neutral site showdown as both of these teams hoping to make an early season statement. It's the SMU Mustangs and the Colorado Buffaloes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with the SMU head coach before the game. He told me they understand every ranked matchup becomes a measuring stick when you're carrying a top 10 ranking. They got off to a strong start last week, 1-0 on the season, but that doesn't matter. He said, we will be good if we execute each and every game. Keeps talking to the players in the locker room about the sky is the limit for this team, but it will take one game at a time, and he thinks this is the team that can do it. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. On the run, it's Henderson. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Hawkins. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. To throw, it's Hawkins. Buying time to his right. Out wide right, it's Singleton. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and you know that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those.
Snags it, and there's running room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, SMU. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They give it to the freshman, his first carry. Oh, he's got some space. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Right back to the well. Maybe some room here. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Lewis on the play action. Rush right in his face. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. plows his way ahead. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
And it's not a decision time. You're going for this. You're near midfield. Sometimes those punts will go in the back of the end zone. You're going to net like 25, 30 yards at the most. No. Get the big boy pads on. Strap the extra mouthpiece. Let's go get the first down.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Fourth down, Lewis. Hard running there. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
Man, it came up good. I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Colorado. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run, but what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. Talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Trying to slip through and pick it up. And he won't make it to the marker. Stonewalled for the second straight play.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last fourth down.
They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere four-down territory. Lewis to throw for it on fourth. He's got it, first down and more. They bring him down, but once again, this offense moves the chains on fourth down to keep the drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
It's complete on the right side. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Long way to go on second down. Play action with Lewis. Moving to his left. Wide open downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. And the Buffaloes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. They were all over it.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Got a tight game so far in this season opener. Big play coming up right here. It's 3rd and goal. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Touchdown, Bucks! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. They'll take the penalty and move them back. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Using his legs, it's Henderson. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They give it to him again. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Mustangs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Churns into the pile. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He's got the first down. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. That false start will just increase the degree of difficulty at 2nd and 7. Throwing, Hawkins. Looking to the big tight end. Taken in by Smith on the right side. He is in! Touchdown, Mustangs!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Handoff to the single back. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. He's up to 55 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Lewis. He slings it deep to the left. Makes a deep grab. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
The Buffaloes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Right side, it's Williams. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Finds his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Right at the line. Plows through the defense. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And the Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Lewis to throw. Right on target this time. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Drives inside. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Colorado will go ahead and use its second timeout here. They'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Throwing. Lewis fires to the wideout. Caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Colorado.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on the extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Man, that's got to sting. This returner wants to make a big play for his team, wants to make something happen. You don't get very many opportunities to do it in a football game, and he did the exact opposite. Created a huge momentum play for the other team. That one's going to sting a little.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. The Buffs now use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Lewis. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hawkins. On the move. Going to try to get it himself. There he goes. Flies to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. SMU spends his 2nd time out here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Gonna take a shot. Picked off to stop the threat. Bringing it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with UCF taking on the number 3 team, the Missouri Tigers. And it's the Knights able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They'll start the third quarter with the run. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Lewis to throw. They're all over him. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Let's it fly. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Fourth down, Lewis. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted to 4th down to keep the drive going.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Throwing, Lewis. He lets one fly deep. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short and it's 4th down. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Needs it. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down.
SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That sack's on him, not the old line. 3rd down coming. Throwing, Hawkins. Unloads to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Hunt is on its way. Trying to make one miss. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Lewis wants to pass. Look out! Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. Cuts it upfield. It's Henderson. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
One of the things that makes this defense so hard to move the football against is their defensive line. That time, 4 guys on the field, and they're able to win. You saw that guy penetrate, get through the line of scrimmage, gets the TFL. Big reason why they're winning today is the play of these guys up front.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Hawkins. He's got it on the run. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Extra point here will tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. On the move. Breaks the tackle. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season. It's now 2nd and 10. Lewis throws to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows, and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Making the adjustment on the play. Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. Out wide right, it's Coleman Williams. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These 2 teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Now on the counter. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Play fake, Lewis. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. There he goes to the right. He's at the touchdown, SMU. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return. The AT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just... in the touchback. The Bucs offense ready to begin this drive. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Quick spin move. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Tight end now in motion. Tough run here. It's Young. And he's in. Touchdown, Bucs.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer.
Makes the grab and room to run. The 50. Inside the 30. 10. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole nine. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long gain. That is...
Touchdown Mustangs! They move on top here in the fourth. Lining up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the return, it's Moore. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Here's Lewis to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Second and long here. Lewis to throw. Out wide left, it's Johnson. Turning it on! Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and the level the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Quick give. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And here's the thing, the strategy. You want to run the ball because, yes, you want to score and you want to win, but you don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for their offense to get another opportunity. So that's a bit of the gamesmanship going on right now. And I think you're seeing that with their offensive coordinator and his choice in play calling.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Third down from the gun, Lewis. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Lewis to throw for it on fourth. Fires to the right. He's got it. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. showing the arm strength down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Throwing, Lewis. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Quarterback changing the play. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. It's complete. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
To the air again, Lewis. Turns it upfield. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Trying to run, it's Young. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Lewis. Looking to get it in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado! And they're going to go for 2 and try to decide it right now. Lewis wants to pass. The pass is incomplete, and the big gamble, the try to win it right here moment goes awry. They're still down by 1.
35, Colorado, 34.
25 kicks remaining. There's enough time if they can recover this onside kick. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. .25 kicks remaining. There's enough time if they can recover this onside kick. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. These onside kicks are nearly impossible anyway, but you have to at least give them a chance by getting the ball 10 yards. They'll take the penalty and take over with the lead. This quarterback happy enough to take a knee and head to the locker room, but the defense still does have a couple of timeouts if they want to use it. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.